A US Congress candidate is bullish on blockchain, MicroStrategy keeps the gas on the floor and buys more Bitcoin, and you might have heard all about Layer 2 protocols, but what about Layer 3s? My name is Frankie Candles, and this is your nightly crypto news wrap-up. Let's get it. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, the people's channel, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all of the interwebs. No channel works harder to keep you in the know about crypto. Also, join the movement to support crypto adoption by smashing the like button, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications and sharing this video with a friend.
So the reason why I'm proposing blockchain over just having a standard database is because we have a database today, and we know that it doesn't work, and it doesn't allow us to catch misplaced funding in real time. We are bleeding hundreds of billions of dollars a year in wasted funding and misappropriated funding. And we can put an immediate stop to that with the tools that blockchain has, because blockchain tech gives us that immediate recognition of, oh, something is wrong here.
A United Utah Party candidate, January Walker, is a self-described 32-year-old moderate millennial, and she's running for Utah's 4th congressional district. As you all know, we don't like to choose sides or talk politics on this channel, but I'm bullish on January because she's bullish on blockchain. I'm not talking in terms of price action either. She's bullish on blockchain because she sees pragmatic use cases where it can optimize real-life issues. As you heard from the clip, she believes that blockchain could improve voting and making elections more legitimate while simultaneously cutting back on wasted funding. Not gonna lie, she has a point. You can't rig an election if everybody's vote is verifiable on the blockchain. Just yesterday, she took to Twitter saying that blockchain will solve the water crisis. She elaborated in a follow-up tweet saying, "The smart water grid systems would enhance consumption, allowing for sustainability and resiliency during droughts." See, these are the types of free thinkers we need on the front lines of politics, teaching the people why and how blockchain can improve the world as we know it. In a different interview, we learned that January's top 2 altcoin picks are Cardano and HBAR because of their efficiency. And if we're talking about price action, I'd say those are definitely 2 solid choices for long-term holds. I don't live in Utah, but if I did, I'd vote for January Walker. Now let's pass it over to Frankie Candles for a market watch.
Thanks, Frank. All right, guys, let's jump in and do a little market watch here. We've got Bitcoin coming in at $18,889, down about 3.3% on the day. Ethereum coming in at $13.25, down about 4% on the day. Now, I do want to bring you guys over to the Bitcoin chart. As you guys know, we have yellow X's, which are very bearish indicators popping up on the weekly, the 6-day, the 5-day, and we do have one confirmed on the 4-day, as well as a confirmed blood diamond on the 3-hour. So things are still looking pretty bearish in my opinion, but I do want to just give you guys some levels to watch. We are sitting at the value area low at about 18,825. Right now, this is very, very key support. If we lose this level, I will be looking down to the 786 fib level coming in at about 17,525. And this is my last resort level, my last hope before I'm expecting lower lows to come in here for this bear market. If we happen to get a bounce off this value area low, which wouldn't be unlikely in the short term because this is strong support, I would be looking at the spider line right here coming in at about 19,712 for a possible rejection back down to make that lower low on the way to the 786. If you guys want to follow me, it's Frankie Candles on YouTube or Frankie_Candles on all socials. Back to the news.
Thanks, Frank. Looking good today. Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy are keeping the gas pedal all the way down to the floor because this morning, Saylor tweeted out that they purchased 301 more Bitcoin for $6 million. After this purchase, they now own 130,000 Bitcoin worth just shy of $4 billion for an average buy-in price of $30,639 per Bitcoin. There's a lot I could say about this massive purchase, but I want to keep it relatable to the audience. This goes to show that it's worth hodling for the long term, even if you're down from where you bought in. And that's regardless of how big your bag is. I know this bear market seems like it'll never end, but please have faith that there is light at the end of the tunnel. I have faith because no matter how bad the price action gets, the top whales in the industry keep adding to their bags. And they wouldn't spend billions of dollars if they didn't think it was a sure win. If you're looking for a place to pick up some Bitcoin for yourself, be sure to check out our deal with Binance, where you can get up to $600 just for signing up. We all have our favorite Layer 2 projects, right? like Matic, Optimism, Immutable X. But what about layer 3 protocols? Well, that's because they don't exist. At least not yet. Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin recently posted on his website all about his vision for layer 3s and how to make sense of them. It's quite the read, and if you want to dive really far into the technical stuff, we'll leave a link for it in the description down below. Long story short, layer 2s are used to help scale the Ethereum network. On the other hand, according to Vitalik's vision, layer 3s will be to provide customized functionality, as well as more security and decentralization. To elaborate, Vitalik states, one possible argument for the 3-layer model over the 2-layer model is a 3-layer model allows an entire sub-ecosystem to exist within a single rollup, which allows cross-domain operations within the ecosystem to happen very cheaply without needing to go through the expensive layer 1. There is obviously still a lot to iron out with this idea, and it's all still completely theoretical, but rest assured, if anyone can make it a reality, it's Vitalik. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out.